to Cuppa TV. My name is Soye, and welcome to Cuppa TV.
And welcome to Cuppa TV. On today's show, I'm joined by the band Levon, who are here today on my sofa in Nashville, Tennessee. So guys, hello and welcome to Cuppa TV.
Thank you so much for having us,
Wonderful
Monica.
to have you here. So introduce yourselves to our UK viewers.
I'm Michael, and I sing and play guitar in this very band here, Levon.
I'm Ryan. I play guitar and sing backup vocals and do mandolin.
Wonderful.
I'm Jake. I usually play bass and percussion, and I sing as well.
Fantastic. So guys, it's just wonderful you can be here. And I mean, I've just heard we had a sneaky preview just before we came on air of your band. But tell me a little bit about you as a band. How did you all get together?
Well, we all live in Nashville now, but we're from all over the place. Jake and I originally met about 1.5 years ago, and we were playing the same venue together in 2 different bands, and really liked what each other heard, and started jamming together, and then the rest is history. So.
That was a bit awkward. You didn't leave the band there and then, did you? Did you think the band?
Not that day.
No, not that day. Yes,
The next day.
The next day.
Yeah,
Yes,
I waited 24 hours. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then Ryan we found about 2 months ago, and we've been playing shows together, touring, and it's just been a blast.
Wonderful.
It's been fun.
So now you're actually formed together. Do you feel that this is the band? Are you really? I mean, you sound really tight. I mean, we're going to hear you in a minute, but do you feel that this is the band for you? Are you all feeling that?
Absolutely, yeah. I have to say.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Oh, I'm excited about it. I'm really enjoying playing with the guys. I'm still like the new guy in the band, but I'm really enjoying it.
He's earning his way into
He's
it.
earning
Yeah.
his way. That's it. So what about musically? Did you any of you study music at school? Did you study music at all?
I did. I grew up in a really musical family, so I just had 3 sisters harmonizing all the time, and a brother that learned any instrument he wanted to. So.
I mean, Nashville is the musical capital of the world, and we've interviewed many singer-songwriters when we've been here, and it's just incredible how just the unity when bands come together or any artists come together. You all seem to help each other, and do you find that yourself, Michael?
It's a family vibe that we have going on. We spend a lot of time together, so if you don't have that honesty and that respect for one another, things really aren't going to work out in the long run. So I think what's kept us being really productive is just having the open door policy of being really out in the open about how you're feeling about where it's going creatively and in a live aspect, a recording aspect. There's a lot of different places that you really have to be really tight as friends in order to create well. So I think it's been a good learning experience for all of us.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you feel the same?
Absolutely. I mean, that easy connection is something I didn't have in previous bands, and that's why I immediately said, this is what I want to do.
You're in the right band, which is a very good job. So how did you get the name? How did Levon come about? How did you get that name?
Well, we're big fans of Levon Helm from the band, and for sure the 70s sound with all the harmonies from then, really trying to reach back into that time. And you kind of had a connection to that Elton John song too, didn't you?
Yeah, my dad used to sing, Levon likes his money in the shower all the time. And from a very early age, I was a big fan of Elton John as well. And we want the name to be reminiscent of kicking it back in the old school days and really bringing the music back to a natural, more organic place.
So how would you describe your music, Ryan? What sort of genre of music would you put yourself in?
We want to be categorized as a timeless band. We want our music to be relevant in whatever decade it's listened to from now on. And one of our favorite bands is the Eagles, and I think they did a really good job of kind of going over multiple genres and keeping things really all about the melody and the lyrics. And
it's quite difficult sometimes, is it, particularly for bands, because they do like to put you, the music industry does like to put you in one particular genre, and when you're kind of doing a little bit of everything, really, that's quite difficult, especially because you all write, don't you? You all write together, so
correct.
Everything you've written, I mean, the 2 songs you're going to perform today, did you all write those together?
We haven't written those ones all together we wrote them right before Ryan got in the band, but a lot of them we do, and I think it adds to the relevance.
I was going to say, is that important to you that you write your own music? How about you, Ron? You're going to be writing some music with
I'm hoping so. Very soon. Yeah, I'm looking forward to writing with everybody.
And what about your career before here? Was you musical family, or how did you?
My entire family is incredibly musical. My granddad is a banjo player and a guitar player, and my dad is a great singer, guitar player, everything. So really both sides of my family is very musical. So I got kind of sandwiched in.
I was going to say, never chance of being a doctor then, a lawyer.
Not a chance.
That's
no.
right. And are you happy with that though?
Oh, very. Yeah. I can't think of anything else I'd rather be doing.
And how about for you, Mike, with musical background?
Yes.
As far as family's concerned, you were saying your dad sings in the shower.
Yes, amazing voice. He would never admit it, but I had 2 older sisters that were always getting me into new albums and stuff. It was really helpful having 2 older sisters to learn to sing, and then my mother was a piano teacher, and she couldn't get me to sit on the bench very long because I wanted to go throw the football, but I eventually picked up guitar and been singing for a very long time.
Wonderful. Well, let's hear something now. So what are you going to play for us?
This song, Monica, is called Why Oh Why. It's the very first song that we wrote as a band, and we're going to play it for you.
Wonderful.
Cool? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, wait a minute, pretty lady, I'm tripping over what you just said. That we're over and that you hate me, and then you pull me into your bed. Yes, you do. You tell me to leave and then beg me to stay, giving me kisses while digging my grave. Only a fool would take it from you. So tell me why, oh why, baby, why, oh why do I let you do what you do? Tell me why, oh why, baby, why, oh why do I wish I knew. Friends are laughing at me lately when they see me playing your games. I say I won't, but your body makes me guess a bottle fall too far from the chain. Now, ooh, baby, it's for the thrill of the chase. You look so good when you're walking away. I need some help 'cause I can't help myself. Tell me why, oh why, baby, why, oh why do I let you do what you do? Tell me why, oh why, baby, why, oh why do I wish I knew. Could I be addicted to the poison in your kiss? 'Cause you got it, and I want it, but if love doesn't feel like a smooth cup of TV. Yeah, tell me why, oh why, baby, why, oh why do I let you do what you do? Tell me why, oh why, baby, why, oh why do I wish I knew, yeah. Why, oh why, baby, why, oh what are you doing to me, baby? You're driving me crazy. Oh why, baby, why, oh why do I?
That's good.
Thank you.
That's so good.
Thank
So,
you.
when did you write that one?
About maybe almost a
A
year.
while ago, yeah.
A year ago.
Wonderful. And again, when you start writing, how do you start writing? Do you just
Well fed and with
It's very important.
1 cup of coffee
1 cup of tea?
and be around your best friends and be in a good mood and ready to see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And is it a silly question, but I'm often asked this for people that write music. Is it at night you find your best inspiration? Do you wake up in the middle of the night and scribble things down, or
I don't think it's ever the same.
No, it's just whatever. How does it work for you?
Just, I mean, some days, 5 days in a row, I get inspiration any different times of the day, and sometimes I don't get something for a week, but it's always different every time.
And when you're playing, when you're doing your gigs, what do you find that obviously you're building up your fan base? What do your fans respond to the most? What sort of songs do they like?
They really responding to one of our songs called Marianne that's on YouTube. There's a little music video for it, and it's a song about having a crush on an older woman. And we go through the different categories of the hotter older women. There's
This
cougar.
introduction we give before we play it every time.
Anyways,
So that's good.
it's an interactive piece, and
It's very memorable.
I think the overall intimacy of a good amount of our songs, because we play it stripped down like this,
Yeah.
where we go and we incorporate a little loop pedal. We build some beatbox loops, and
But
but
this
really
is
it's
mostly how you play.
yeah.
And is this how do you think you'll keep it like this? Do you think this is how you'll continue to play?
Absolutely, especially for a radio tour, it's good that we're lean and mean, just the three of us. So.
Yes, absolutely. Fitting nicely on the sofa as well. So, so what's the future, guys, for the band? What would you like to do? Are you coming to the UK?
Absolutely.
Wonderful,
When the
wonderful.
time is right here in a couple
Yeah.
months, we'll be able to do that. Yeah.
Wonderful. And you've just been signed, haven't you? By a record
Yeah,
label.
pretty recently.
Yeah. Tell us about that, Jake.
It's Sony Nashville, yeah. And Epic Records in New York, I guess. We're starting in Nashville, and just real pumped about that. It
Exciting
kind of all happened at
times.
once, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how do you feel about that, Ryan? Because I mean, you're also newly formed, but you're the new member of the band.
I am
so.
they're working me.
Yeah.
Every day it's something new,
Yeah.
so
But you don't
it's
mind
all
that
been really
work.
fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, what would you be if you say to yourself, where would I like to be in say a year's time? Where would you like to be as far as the band's concerned?
Definitely over in the UK.
Quite right.
Absolutely. And I would have to say, we want to stay ourselves. I think when you get involved in the industry and people normally giving you a record deal would want to change a bunch of things, and that's what we're so excited about is Sony Nashville and Epic. They signed us based upon what they've seen, and
Just what you are
and
now.
they told us, we don't want to change it. We just want to help you get to the next stage. So most importantly, I think connecting with people and staying true to ourselves, it brings a lot more relevance to the songs.
That's great.
And I think we're all so lucky to just be doing music as a full-time job that it just doesn't get any better. We just want to get better ourselves and then be able to connect with as many people as
That's
possible.
great. Now, are you going to play us another song now?
Yeah.
So what's this one called?
This one is a kind of drunk summer love song. It's called Shame, and it's
Okay.
about kind of playing hooky from work, so you can maybe go to the lake with your girlfriend and see her
Right.
with her friends. So
Okay, off
it's a-
you go.
it's a brand new one. We haven't done this one live.
Oh, exclusive to Cuppa TV. We love
Right.
exclusives.
We're taking it out for Cuppa TV, so
Wonderful. Off you go.
let's have some fun with this one. I was on my way to work, feeling so down, 'cause I know it's your day off and here you're bound. Out there on the water, just you and your friends, 20 bikinis I would fit right in. I need some money, got too many bills to pay. That picture you just sent can almost smell that lotion kissing your skin. I love to watch it while you rub it in. A horn starts blowing, reality bites. I got a choice to make it this red light. I need some money, got too many bills to pay. Yeah. That same dilemma I face every day, baby. Shame, shame, shame on you looking so good. Girl, you're to blame, blame, blame if I don't do what I should. You got that white hot flame, and I got the fuse. It'd be a shame, shame, shame if I don't light it with you, yeah. Why on them almost what your texture said, yeah. Girl, you're all up in my head, head, head. Girl, I hope you got some room at your place, 'cause I'm about to lose another job. Ooh, 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 yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Shame, shame, shame on you looking so good. Girl, you're to blame, blame, blame if I don't do what I should. You got that white hot flame, and I got the fuse. It'd be a shame, shame, shame if I don't light it with you. Go and shake it now. Ooh, 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 yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yay!
Thank
Right,
you.
That's so good. Well, listen, we've got to leave it there, but thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for
And we
having
look
us.
forward to seeing you in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant.
Thank
Okay,
you, Cuppa
stay
TV.
with us. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and join us.
You know, there's been songs that on this album that people have been hearing over the years, but you know, it's a funny thing. When I released the album, it was only a few weeks ago or something like that, or months ago now.
September, I think.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you know better than I do. I'm like, but I think people, you know, I've kept people that are fans of me and that are supporting me waiting a long time. And when I look back on it, I can't believe that I've been waiting that long. But to me, it wasn't waiting. To me, I was experiencing so much. My life completely changed. Years can pass by where you don't even realize how long it's been. And to me, I've been, you know, on this journey of my personal life changing, and also, you know, soaking in all the music I've heard. And I've been making music and performing all this time, but I hadn't actually made an album. So some of the things I did have been crazy, like, you know, Skrillex, working with Skrillex, or touring with people like Casey Musgraves or Tom Jones, like you say, and doing these things. And yet it just took me a while to do this album, because I think there was a great sense of fear and all of you know, well,
Did it just feel like the right time, Lucy? Was just the
did.
right time? I mean, that's
It did.
important, though, isn't it, for an artist? You've got to feel that it's the right time for you to
Yeah.
do something. So obviously that was the right time for you.
Yeah, definitely. And I think I just was in my head too much before. I was, you know, writing music every day, all the time, some for other artists, some for myself. And I think I was just like, right, you know, it's time to get in the studio and do it. But, you know, part of it was, you know, I had to figure out how I was going to make this album. I was not with the record company anymore, all independent. And I think I'd let that stop me before. So I think I really came sort of full circle, as you do in life sometimes, where you go on this huge journey and then you come back to the beginning as, why do I want to do this? Why is it important that I put a record out? Is it because of recognition? Is it so that I can have fame? Is it so that I can be relevant or anything like that? And I realized actually that I was just dying to sing. I was dying to sing these songs, say these things. And I was like, I don't really care what I've got or what I haven't got. I want to put this album out and just put it out. It's very cathartic for me to do so. And also, it's what it's about. It's like, you love music, do it and put it out there. It shouldn't be about anything else.
So what's it called? Tell us what it's called.
It's called Let Us to Ghost.
Let Us to Ghost.
This is a song that's been around for a while. Let Us to Ghost, the song is actually something I wrote 4 or 5 years ago. And hadn't released it on an album, so I always knew I wanted that to be the title track of the album. And the theory behind it is that every song is a looking back at the past and what's been going on for the past however many years, and every song is a letter either to myself, to the past, or to the people that have come in and out of my life. So.
And you've done a video trilogy, haven't you?
Yes.
To sort of accompany it. So you've got Letters to Ghosts.
Letters to Ghosts,
Then you've got
Villain.
Villain, and then there's another one coming soon.
There's another one coming, which is a third installment, which is for a song called Smoke. And actually, with this album, I'm not really following, a lot of artists have to have this sort of strategic route that they go, and this video comes, then this single comes. I just wanted to be creative and say, I'm just going to do videos for the songs that I love on this video, and we're also going to be doing a video for How to Lose It All, which is another track I love. But this trilogy is a 3-part story. So first comes Letters to Ghost, then comes Villain, then Smoke. You see how the story unfolds and where it goes next with this character that I play in both videos being a little bit of the bad character and getting ourselves. I did. It's sort of, I think it's easier for somebody to take on a character. I feel like a lot of artists do that. You see how different they are in their daily lives than when they go on stage. They take on this persona that I feel I wanted to take on in these videos, and it was, and it's not like, we're claiming to be angels. Everyone has experience in their lives where they are either not proud of or they are ashamed to talk about or something like that. And I think I wanted to show people that with every good there's a bad side, and no one's perfect, and even though I'm not going around kidnapping people and putting them in the trunks of my car, not yet there's things that I take blame for, and there's things that other people would take blame for, and I think that's what all these songs are about, saying this is not a candy coated way to tell this story, this is the real story, and I'm just exaggerating being the bad guy.
What's your favourite instrument? This one, the guitar.
Yeah.
You look very comfortable with it,
Thank you.
I have to say.
I think I fall asleep on this at some point.
When you're writing your songs, and I know that now you've been doing that for a long time, and it's something that you're always going to love, but you're looking more at singing as well, aren't you, Beth?
Yes.
So how did that transition come about?
Well, I'd always been saying, no, I don't want to sing. And I had a few just people that are very close to me and that I respect a lot, saying, why the heck are you trying to sell your songs? You should sing your songs. And I think as a songwriter, we know where the song has come from. We know what we want the song to sound like. And so it's going to be a very new endeavor just to go about that, and I'm really excited.
Because presumably when you're writing your songs, you for the demo that you send to other artists, you would sing yourself.
Well,
how does it work? Tell us how it works.
Yeah, well, usually as a songwriter, we write the songs and then have the best possible singer you can come in on it. And I have some amazing artist friends here in Nashville, and had gotten them to sing them, and then usually it is then sent off to hopefully Carrie Underwood, Miranda Lambert, proclaimed.
Is there anybody that you would really like to see singing your songs?
Miranda Lambert, and I think she's just got that sass and that real energy, behind it, and to be able to sing the broken downness and yet then sing The House That Built Me. You know what I mean? So I hope to work with her someday. She's amazing.
And as a singer, that's going to be an amazing thing. Now, are you going to be coming over to the UK?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful, quite right.
So I've got to have
look out.
I've got to have me some tea, some real tea.
Cup of tea. Absolutely.
There you go.
Yes, you need a cup of English tea. Quite right. Absolutely.
And you have to teach me how to make it properly.
Absolutely, I will. So when you're coming to England, Beth, do you see your future? In the UK and Europe, do you want to do tours all across the UK? What do you see yourself doing?
I would love to do that. I would love to just be able to get up there and just give people a great performance as far as just rock out, fun, girl songs, and for the guys too, make the guys laugh, and then be able to break it down and just sing what really matters,
Wonderful.
Changing lives.
Let's see that fiddle.
You want that?
I do. It's been sitting here. And again, who inspired you to do the fiddle, to play the fiddle?
Oh, okay. So, in Canada, we have some great fiddling is huge up there. You would not think of it.
No.
And
I didn't realise that.
I know, and I heard someone do a bow shuffle. I was hooked. I used to sneak down into into the basement while my family was sleeping and practice, because these things are loud. I'm just saying. And so I would sneak down
We're just
there.
about to hear.
Right? So yes, so that's
See,
kind
I
of what-
don't think our viewers would know that Canadians are really into the fiddle.
I know.
This is great. So you were in the championships as well, weren't you?
Yes, in 2005, the Canadian Fiddle
Wonderful.
Championships.
And how
So-
did you do? How did you fare in those championships?
You know, I didn't make the finals, but it was such an amazing experience.
Did that kind of inspire you to do more with the fiddle as well?
No, I think it's one of those instruments that you just play and enjoy playing.
Wonderful.
And
Okay, let's hear you play. What are you going to play for us?
I'm gonna play Maple Sugar. It's a
Okay.
Canadian fiddle tune.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Off you go.
Okay. Tap your toes.
Yeah, it's just, do you know? And they're Canadian. We have Canadian friends who watch Cuppa TV,
Oh,
so they
I
are going to love that.
They will probably know that too.
Yeah,
then.
exactly. I mean, that's you play that so well.
Well, thank you.
So again, when you're starting your new venture as a singer, you're going to be doing this, playing the fiddle, playing the guitar, playing the piano.
Yes.
Do you see that's how your future is, Beth?
Yep.
What is it you would like to give to music? Obviously, you're very passionate about what you do, but as a singer now,
Yes. Yeah.
what would you like to give back to the music?
I would love to be that singer, that song in the car when someone's going through a hard time. You know, they always have the radio on. This is what I've always said, you know. And just to be that voice, they might, you know, have had where their parents or anything might not have been able to reach them. Maybe this song is, and be able to direct a life a different way and a better way. That's what I'd love to.
Been more, for sure, more. And I don't think I thought about it enough when I left home. Although I've been planning it for a year, I was planning doing the trip, but I just didn't really realise how big it really was going to be. And at times I feel like I've bitten off a little bit more than I can chew. But when it's been good, it's been just a dream. Like yesterday was a dream day. Everything was brilliant. The sun was shining. We had a great tailgate. I got in for nothing with the ticket with my friends. Another guy called Greg, one of Barry's friends and part of our team of people. I sat with him. It was a nice game. It really was. It's a beautiful, easy, relaxing day. And I've had a few of those, but I've also had some instances where I've had long overnight bus rides and I've been stuck in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night. But that's all a part of it. I will look back on that at the end and think, that was funny.
Yeah.
I remember we were stuck in the middle of the night in Cleveland, Ohio.
All part of your experience.
It is.
Have you got a highlight of your trip so far?
Oh gosh, you've put me on the spot now. I think they'll probably change every day because I've got lots of funny
What's your
stories.
highlight so far this week?
Highlight this week.
What have you done this week that you thought, oh, that's just been amazing?
I go to the honky tonks, the bars, and there's some brilliant bands here. The talent here in Nashville is second to none, and I've seen some really great performers. And just being around music as a songwriter myself.
I was going to say, you're a songwriter as well, Dennis,
I am.
aren't you? So that's something that's quite passionate.
Yeah.
That you're very passionate about. So
Yeah.
have you found that coming here to Nashville, that's kind of rekindled that passion?
Yeah, definitely. But the thing is as well, the talent here is so high. You can be a little bit intimidated. I go in these honky tonks and you watch these people and you just think, could I follow them after that? Because they're so high standard.
It is.
So
It's very high standard here. In fact, there's so many people here. I mean, it's an incredible wash of talent. It's just amazing. I wouldn't like to be that person that has to pick that one person if you're just looking for a particular sound, because they're all incredible, aren't
yeah.
they?
And I don't know how they find new talent here, because what makes that man better than that man or that girl better? Because they're all super talented. How they get chosen, I just don't know.
It's an incredible venue, but we'll talk about that. So, okay, last time I saw you, you were incredibly busy. You were doing your tour, you'd had your single, Skipping Stone. You would just tell us about it. What's been happening?
Well, I had a wonderful time touring in the UK, and I met all kinds of great people, and I'll introduce you to a friend I kidnapped and brought here with me.
Yes, we're going to see some of those people just after the break. Yeah.
Yes, and so I released Skipping Stones. It's in all the universities across the UK on video screens right now, the video.
Wow.
And I just found out that I made the Grammys nominations consideration list. So it's the preliminary round, and now people vote on if it makes the final ballot. So if you guys are NARIS members, please consider me.
Oh, Kelly, that's incredible. Well done. And it's going to be on all the universities in our universities in the UK.
Yes, in the UK, 100 universities on
Fantastic.
700 screens. I'm very
Wonderful.
excited.
Now you performed that track in the studio.
I
And
did.
remember at the time everybody just loved it. So is that
thank
one of your favourite songs?
It is.
Are
It
you
reminds
happy
me of
with
my childhood. I grew up skipping stones across the rivers in Alaska.
That's it.
And now I've taught my daughter how to do it, and she's better at it than I am now. So but it means a lot to me. It's basically a tribute to my hometown and all the people in it, and I have fun singing it. So.
So after your tour of the UK, where did you go? You went to London, didn't you, when you were in the UK? Obviously
Yes.
you came to Birmingham for
Yes.
us. Where else did you go?
Well, it was London based,
Yeah.
so I basically do gigs all over, but I was centrally located in London, so I could just take the trains.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And did you have a good time?
I had a great time, and I wanted to say hi to Ed Kuna, who lives in. He's from Birmingham.
Oh,
He lives in
hello,
London.
Ed Kuna.
Yeah.
He'll be watching this, I'm
He was
sure.
the guitar player who played with me on your show last time.
Oh, yes, that's right.
He's absolutely lovely. He's family now, and I just wanted to send hugs and kisses to him and his family.
Oh, that's very good. Well, I'm sure he'll appreciate that. But Kelly, now tell us what you've been doing here in Nashville. Because we're in your wonderful hometown.
Yes.
It is the music capital of the
It
world.
is, isn't it? I mean, you just don't hear bad music anywhere you go.
it's
Everyone is
incredible.
so talented. I had a guy painting my house, and he ended up being a brilliant singer-songwriter. Everyone's good.
I've come to the conclusion that everyone's just secretly a singer-songwriter here.
It's true.
And they have
In
to do
LA,
other
it's all
jobs.
actors,
Yes.
waiting tables and stuff. Here, it's all musicians doing odd jobs to survive.
But I mean, we've interviewed other musical artists since we've been here, and I mean, there's just this I keep saying it, but there's this incredible sense of just this belonging here in Nashville.
It is.
And you
It's
are
very community
Yes,
oriented.
I mean, you're a very well-established, well-known artist here in Nashville and internationally, Kelly. Is it something important for you to keep your roots here?
I absolutely love Nashville, but and I love California, and I love Alaska, where I'm from. I'm a gypsy, so home is where I hang my hat.
Yes.
But I do find that Nashville, I feel I was immediately embraced.
Hold your tongue, for your eyes, they are young, and stay your mind. If you lose yours, trying to understand mine, and hold your tongue, for your eyes, they are young, and stay your mind. If you lose yours, trying to understand mine, and I'm sick of your poetry. I'm sick of falling like the ones before me. And I'm sick of these tired feet, just dancing to a broken beat. We're just dancing to a broken beat. Hold your tongue, for your eyes, they are
understand my.
And it's interesting because vinyl, for instance, vinyl's making a comeback, and there's a lot more vinyls now on sale in the UK. Is it like that in the US, or has it never gone away in the US?
No, it's definitely resurging in the US, and I think that really goes to the idea that music lovers really want more of a richer experience than what a file can give them. And one of the things that really hurts our industry that would be so easy to fix is when you're just listening on an iPhone to a file or to a stream, which I do all the time, there's no richness to the experience. I can't hit my screen and see who produced that record, who played on that record. I want to be able to read the lyrics, just like in the days, and I know you're too young to remember the vinyl days, but when you slid out the sleeve and you opened up the big album and there was lyrics and there was art, there's a very immersive experience.
I've got those, that's fine.
You've heard of
yes,
it. You've heard people talk about it.
But it is, as you say, it is a wonderful thing. If you're into music, then I would say all musicians, there's nothing like holding a vinyl and the sound that it makes when you actually play a vinyl.
Yeah.
But interestingly, when you go to children, for instance, your Belmont University, the kids that come here, are they aware of that? Have they ever seen vinyl before they come to you?
Absolutely.
So, do you have that?
And I would almost argue that any student at Belmont would probably know more about current vinyl than me, because they're out there.
Yes.
Again, it's a university that's half full of music people,
Yes.
so they love music, and they're definitely going to look for that richer experience. But that's really, to me, that underscores sort of the whole point is the richness of the experience. It's so much bigger than what can be in an MP3 file.
What's the future for this wonderful university, Doug?
Well, what I see anyway is, again, I've told everyone when I came back, is we all have a window, and my window is to really share and really set it up for really the next generation. And what does that mean? There's going to be professors. This is crazy, but just today we have a program. We send students out to L.A., Belmont West, and we have a Belmont East. And someone told me we've got about 25 students, and I think 6 of them have been signed to writer contracts in LA this semester. Well, that's the future. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what it is, it's just really encouraging those to come back and do what I did. You know what I'm saying? Keep this thing going.
Have a really lovely environment like this where they can grow, really.
Well, and again, give back. Because I think that's what it's about. And I will share something again. I've been on the advisory board of the Curb School for 20 years. And that process, it's really how it made it, not easy, but it made it a comfortable step back to come be the dean. And on the advisory board, we tend to have people, looking like me that have been in the business, that have run a company and all that. But one of the first things I did was recognize that we have young graduates starting to change the world. In fact, Google, when they came to town, the first company, I believe it's Made In, that was an approved Google company, was founded by a Belmont grad who's only been out for 3 years. And so I've asked him to come back and be on the advisory board. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, so they've gone out, but they come back.
Well, and generationally, I don't have to wait for some guy to have 20 years. The world has changed so much that it's important that even someone who, and I like it because they literally have a recent memory of what it's like here and what do we need to do to make it better.
Yeah, that would be great. Now, Birmingham have a jazz festival, so you're hoping to showcase there, aren't you?
Yes,
So,
and the A&R company I'm working with are, we're going to be working with that. So
Fantastic.
It's going to be amazing to get up there and to just to be back again.
And where was the last time you were in the UK?
Oh, late 90s.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
But all my friends, that's the wonderful thing about Facebook and email. I'm still in
social
touch.
media, you can still keep in touch with people, can't you?
Absolutely.
And how do you see your future, Stephanie? What would you like to do?
I want to perform, I want to write, I want to record, I want to continue to create, and I call myself the Siren of the South because I really want to bring that into the picture. So it's not so much just the music, but it's the culture, it's the literature, it's the history, trying to bring all that into this package, so that way when people listen to it, not only with the bootlegger, if someone gets interested in, oh well that's an interesting story, well what's the history of that? Because I'm also an educator, so that's kind of my day job. I'm a voice teacher and I'm a university professor, so it's one of those things to really bring education into what you're doing, because I feel like you have a platform, you should teach something as well as just bringing something
almost
to the
give
forefront.
back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you enjoy that? Do you enjoy
I love
giving?
that.
Yes.
I love it very much. And just being able to share what I like with other people, and then when people gravitate towards that, or then they teach me something I didn't know, then we get all excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wonderful thing. And listening to you, obviously you've got the passion.
Thank you.
It's great. Is there any one particular place in the world that you'd love to perform?
New Orleans.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
I really want to go to New Orleans. Harry Connick Jr. is one of my absolute favorite performers.
He's a great singer, actor,
oh my gosh,
songwriter,
absolutely.
very
Everything.
talented man.
Yes, and he's one that's really brought the jazz genre back to life.
Yeah.
I think it was the first time I heard him was the When Harry Met Sally
Yes.
soundtrack, and all of those
that.
songs were really starting to come back again, and I credit him for that. Because it was kind of a lull there, it really wasn't happening.
Do you feel that jazz is making its sort of comeback? Because I mean, we've got very brilliant clubs in
Yes.
the UK. Of course, Ronnie Scott's springs to
Oh
mind.
my gosh, that's another venue I would love to play.
That's a great venue for jazz. Is there places like that all over the world probably that you'd like to perform at?
Oh my gosh. Well, again, the history of just being there, Birdland in New York and different places like that. And Ronnie Scott's, it's so funny. When I was a student and I'd always walk by it, you kind of just go and you look inside and you see what's happening, but I never went in.
One day you might be performing there. Oh, wonderful. And what's a personal favourite of yours that you've had here? That's a musical artist that you've had here. Is there a favourite?
I probably do have my favorite. I've got the local artists. I've got several local artists that I love, and we keep bringing back. Stephanie's my best. First jazz, she's one of the best.
Yes,
so.
they call her the Siren of the South, don't
they
they?
do.
Yes, that's it.
She's a great person.
And again, it's that's a different genre of music here, because you're used to thinking, back home the viewers might think it's just all country.
Oh, no.
But again, as you've just said, and many of the other guests that we've had have said, it's totally different.
Yeah, we do.
genres of
Jazz
music.
is probably 25% of it, and then the Americana, which encompasses a lot of the different, hillbilly to bluegrass to folk.
Yeah.
I like the folk art, or the artists that are more of the folky, just raspy kind of.
Yeah. And how do you see the music industry, Michael? Because obviously you're into music. You've got this wonderful place here in Franklin. Have you seen a change? How do you see it in the future?
I think there's a lot coming in to record and bring what they have and try to take their shot at Nashville and see, but it's not always country. It's always something different. And I think a lot of the movements come from out west to Nashville because of just what we have, the hospitality that we offer in the South. And I think that's a key part of it, keeping real.
Keeping that roots. Do you think as things grow and more people come in and things change and things evolve, of course they do naturally, do you think that's always going to be something, the southern hospitality, the family, do you think that's always in your roots and that will remain?
It will, yes ma'am.
Yeah, that's great. And tell us about any exciting projects that you're going to be doing, or anything that you're going to be doing in the future or between now and Christmas. Have you got anything coming up you want to share with us?
Running a restaurant,
yes.
it's like a child.
Yes, that's right.
We're adding a couple more bars to our first floor, and a bar at our stage. So it's other than that, we're always looking for the next music venue.
Yes.
This is more of a restaurant with a music venue.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a music venue and then the restaurant.
Oh yes.
So
it's
the main core is the music, and which weekends the music is the main emphasis at Greg's.
Are you musical yourself?
Not currently. It's been a while. So.
Yeah. Do you play a musical instrument at all? Yeah. What do you play?
It was a guitar.
Guitar. Yeah. That's it. I don't think there's anybody I haven't met in Nashville that doesn't play a musical
we all
instrument.
play it. Yeah.
All play something. So, and the fiddle has been proven very popular as well.
I never played
which is great.
That's an interesting
That's
instrument.
a lovely instrument. It's been so fascinating to you. Thank you so much, Michael, for
thank you.
taking time out. Thank you so much. What's the feedback been from the customers, that come here? What do they think about the theatre?
Well, it's a very special place. It's a very beloved tradition here in Franklin to be able to enjoy the theatre. But certainly since we've been reopened and been doing shows and things, we ask our customers all the time, how was your experience, and ask them in a way that gives them the ability to anonymously tell us if they didn't like it.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us the truth. And thus far, we've really gotten astounding ratings from people that recommend us to others. I think the last one we saw was like 98%, over 98% of the people just rated things just extraordinary.
And what do they like about it? What's the thing they like about it the most?
Well, I think a couple of things. One is certainly the talent and whatever we're presenting, the programming that we do here. We pay very close attention to what they're telling us that they want to see and what they enjoy. So that's easy if you're giving them what you want.
Absolutely, yes.
Chances of getting favorable reviews is good.
But it is important though, isn't it, to listen to your customers and find out exactly what they want, because it might not be necessarily how you saw it going, you know, but you obviously do that very well, because as you say, the experience is usually very, very good for people.
Yeah, and the other part I think is that when you're creating a space like the Franklin Theater, you want to make a room feel comfortable. It's a warm environment. It feels like I'm just sitting in a natural place, that this is where I really want to be for a show. And then the fact that it's intimate and you're not just one of 10,000 people watching a show, you're one of 300 people, is that you get to know those people and get to enjoy their company. So it's a relationship between what's happening on stage and the audience. It's a relationship between the audience and other audience members. And for performers on stage, you know, they get to feel what's going on in the audience, and that gets reflected back in their performance. If they really feel like they're touching people, that's why you perform. That's why you want to do what you do, is I want to touch people emotionally. And in a room like this, as intimate as it is, you really can feel that. Whereas you may not be able to feel that as well in a large stadium show or a much larger venue. So we have the production capabilities here to make them look good and sound good on stage, which a lot of smaller theaters don't always have that luxury. We've been blessed with enough resources to be able to do it well, and they trust us to stage their shows, the performers do.